Welcome to MASH Performance. I'm Coach Nate. Today we're going to be talking about adductor strengthening, or commonly referred to as groin strengthening. So the reason we're choosing your adductors today is because it really is in most of our population an underdeveloped muscle compared to the muscles on the outside of the hip, and usually the quadriceps that are emphasized in knee bending actions. So what adduction is, or the groin, is if Mike were to bring his knees in together. That's specifically going to use a lot of those muscles in that deep hip stabilization. So it's also going to assist in hip flexion. So as he brings his leg up, some of those muscles in your groin are going to assist this range of motion, as well as provide internal rotation. So it can be done through an open chain position or a closed chain. So if he's on the ground and he's rotating his hips, he's going to use that as well. So what we're going to demo today is 3 different exercises. The first one is going to be a sideline adductor strength. So he's going to bring his top leg over the bottom leg comfortably. If you want to anchor with a hand and you can grab on, just make sure that there's no pain in where you're positioning. And the big idea here is that we are going to bring our legs straight in line with our hips. And the goal is to bring our heel up to the ceiling as high as possible. Range of motion shouldn't feel like it's sticky. You should feel like the range of motion that you're emphasizing is clean in that movement. So we should feel that pull high up in the hip, and you should feel some fatigue in there after about 10 to 15 reps. If it's hard to move your leg at all, it's okay just to visualize that you're squeezing that muscle and have somebody assist to that range of motion. So if you're engaging and we're pulling, so you need somebody to assist this with you, is fine. But again, we're just trying to get the baseline movement of those knees pulling together. After that, we can progress to a seated groin squeeze. All you need is something to sit on. And we like to use a stability ball just because we have them handy, but if you have something soft at home that you can squeeze in between your knees, as long as you have enough width in your hips to actually provide a challenge, that's all that's needed for the equipment setup. But basically, we're just squeezing our knees together. So again, seated, this is going to draw on a little bit more strength, and since the ball's pushing back, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, so we recommend about holds of about 3 to 5 seconds. As you progress this, you can hold those squeezes longer. Again, there shouldn't be any pain in the knees. And one way to progress from here is to start to bring your feet wider and keeping your knees fixed. So we're going to bring more internal rotation, so we're drawing on different muscles in that groin. As you do this and you go wider, be really careful that you're getting lighter on your feet. Since we're putting our knee at a bad angle for stability, if we're too heavy on our feet, we can provide knee pain. So for sure, if we're doing these wider versions, if you're getting anything that feels like your knee's kind of bending or feeling like it's loose or lax, okay, make sure that you're not progressing to that width. So we would just stay in a comfortable position and enjoy that groin squeeze. It's not too abnormal to feel like it's almost a pop in there. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's okay. You can keep pushing through. The last one we're going to demo is a groin side plank. So all we need for this is something to elevate. So Mike's going to lay on his side like in a traditional side plank. He's going to bring his knee on top. He has good symmetry between his shoulders through his knee, and he is going to pull down through that top leg as high as he can. Again, if we want to increase this range of motion, okay, just take what your body's going to give you, but you can hold the isometrics longer, or you can just go for a series of reps, as much leg as you want. If you want to get even better with this, you can move further apart, and you're going from a straight leg position now, so there's no knee bend. Now that your leg is straight, your knee is more vulnerable, just as if we were doing the wider groin squeezes on the ball. And as we pull through that groin at the top, again, we shouldn't have any pain in that knee. Everything should feel stable. So usually we recommend doing these as a part of your warm-up or just as a series of exercises at home to avoid knee pain. If you get this groin stronger, it adds more stability in that knee joint. So if you've chronic knee pain, if there's something that feels like every time you're knee bending, you're getting some of that pain, it may be due to some weak adductors. So we want to make sure that we're strengthening those up on par with the rest of our knee bending actions. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Continue to follow MASH Performance for further videos on lifting and corrective movement. Let us know if you have any questions or comments. Keep inspiring growth.